beats, wax music， 风辣音乐。
欢迎大家来到我们风来音乐频道。今天有幸请到了ERNESTO， 他也是美国东北海岸非常出名的一个吉他调整的一个技师。然后他曾经是去过 MI， 就专门学吉他维修这个专业。然后他也是吉他中心，就是 Guitar Center 的整个东北地区的负责人。然后我在美国的所有吉他都是他帮我负责，他刚刚才帮我把这把 PRS 设置好。Hey, thanks for joining us, Ernesto.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. So just want to do a quick interview with you, a little talk show.
Mm-hmm.
So we know you've been with a lot of bands. You know, you've worked for Guitar Center.
Yep.
And you've worked for you've set up guitars like individual players.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say would be the biggest difference when you're working with a band and working with normal guitar players?
I mean, honestly, it's about the same, really. I mean, there's not that much of a difference, I find. With like professional musicians, they have a level of where they need everything set, so they're usually a little bit more specific. But even with people that aren't necessarily like professional musicians, but that take playing guitar really seriously, they'll be at that same level.
Oh.
So I would say that they'd be similar for people that are, people that are professional musicians or not, how serious you take it, or to what skill level you're at. Right. So for people that are at like a lower skill level, they don't know a lot about the guitar, so I have to kind of, they kind of come to me and they want me to tell them, like, well, what's normal? Like, how should the guitar feel? And because you don't know, but after you play guitar for a long time, you'll know. Like when I set up your guitar, I made a minor adjustment to it. There wasn't a huge adjustment. Somebody that doesn't really play that much probably wouldn't even have noticed the difference. But you picked it up and right away you're like, oh wow, this is completely different.
Exactly.
And so that's what I find with with the professionals, is that they are a little bit more picky.
Right.
But it just really depends on like how seriously you take the guitar. Like somebody that doesn't know a lot about guitar could come to me and they could say, well, I had this issue with this guitar, but I don't know what it is. And it'll take me more time to figure out. I have to figure out what's the problem they're actually having.
Whereas like by that.
Right. Whereas like you or somebody that's a professional musician would come in and say, hey, this is the problem I have. Here we go, fix this, and I would know right away. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. You would know. Right. So if anything, it's probably a little bit easier, but it can also be more difficult too, because depending on who it is, they might want something that's really difficult to achieve. Like they might want a guitar with a really low action. To have that really low action, everything has to be perfect. So
like John Petrucci. You set up guitar for John Petrucci.
Yeah, right? I did. Yeah, and that was really difficult because he plays his guitar super ultra low. And so he actually gave me one of his guitars that he liked how it was set up. He said, this is how I want my guitar set up. So I set up like 3 other to that. So I spec'd out that guitar, and then I set up 3 other guitars for him. And he said they came out perfect.
Okay, yeah.
So it was good that I can measure that, which is nice. I have a reference point.
And you set up my Music Man according to that, right?
Close to it, but I think I set it up a little bit higher.
Higher, because I don't like really low action.
Yeah, you're not super on the super low action. The other thing too is like with that, you really have to change your playing technique. You can't play as hard.
Right.
Like if you watch him play, he plays really, really lightly. And he can achieve that really low action because he plays like that. For somebody that digs in more, plays more, you have to have a higher action. So that's why it's like there's a range of what's good, and then within that range, it's what's your personal preference and how you play the guitar. If you're doing like a lot of like sweep picking, for example, you have to have ultra low action.
Right.
If you don't, it makes it really difficult to do that.
Right. Because you have to like press them harder.
Well, you just have to be able to go fast. So exactly. So if it's higher action, it's gonna give you more resistance when you're playing to play it faster. Versus like someone that plays like slide. You play slide.
Slide there like this high.
Yeah, it's super high. Yeah. It just depends on with like setting up guitars for like professional musicians or not, or regular people that just play guitar, or people that are local musicians and stuff like that. Every guitar is different. Every instance is different. So, it's hard to say that there's one or the other. But I would say that that's pretty close to like average of what I would expect.
All right, cool.